right.
You totally turned it over to everything over to me instead of just adding me. It works.
So, all right.
Well, welcome, guys. I'm Whitney McNeely, and Stephanie Bader is also going to be teaching with me today. We're going to do this together. For those of you that don't know, yes, we are sisters. And we are both part of the It's Essential Oil Friends business, Oil Friends 101 page, part of that large team. But we're going to be covering essential oils made easy tonight. So the goal for this class is to empower you to be able to tackle things in your own home as far as your natural wellness, your personal well-being, your family's well-being, all of those things. So you're going to learn the 3 cool things about essential oils, the 3 ways to use essential oils, and how to get essential oils in your home. I have personally been using oils in my home for many years now. My mom introduced us to them, to Steph and I both at the same time, really. And I'll go into that here in a little bit as to my personal testimony, but I am 100% a true believer now. So the first thing, we're going to go through the 3 cool things about essential oils. So first and foremost, essential oils, doTERRA essential oils are safe. They are 100% natural and safe. There's no side effects and no addictions. So this is what's different when you're using, when you're doing modern medicine. A lot of times there's side effects. There's the possibility of addictions. You're not going to have those when you're using pure essential oils. Essential oils are extracts from plants, so you're getting a natural material. They are safe to use on every age, from babies to children to adults to elderly. My 2-year-old has been getting frankincense since about he was 3 hours old, not 3 years old, 3 hours old, because he's only 2.
Andrew's been getting him since he was in utero.
Well, actually, technically, Henry has too. Now that I think about it, he has as well. They are, 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So when you're thinking of, some people will think, oh, let me have some peppermint tea if I'm having an upset stomach. 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's a big difference. That's powerful. So if you have an upset stomach, would you rather drink 28 cups of peppermint tea or take 1 drop of peppermint? I think I would rather just do the 1 drop.
Before bed. Let's put this before bed.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker, and you won't be up all night and with other problems.
Yeah.
Peppermint's another one that's just, not only is it just so powerful, but it's an energizing oil. This one is one that I love diffusing. I love mixing it with wild orange, which we'll cover here in a little while. That combo together aromatically is my get the job done blend. So if I need to get my house cleaned, if I need to really just get it done, I will put peppermint and wild orange in my diffuser, and I am a woman on a mission. It also promotes clear airways, so it'll open those airways if you're having those types of issues. Another way that we love using peppermint in our house, and every person in our house uses it this way, is we like to use it alongside of lavender and lemon for those seasonal threats. So those seasonal distresses, we turn to lavender, lemon, and peppermint every day on a regular basis. Peppermint's also great for cooling the body. So if you're fighting something and your body temperature seems to be high, peppermint will help cool that down. If you're one that's if you're a female going through the change in life, a spritzer of peppermint will help also cool those times down as well.
Laura calls those her personal summers.
Yes. Yes. And it also is great for relieving head tension. The second cool thing about essential oils is how effective they are. So essential oils are, I mean, guys, they're just powerful. They have more power than most modern medicines. We rarely, in our family, I'll let you know, rarely do we have to go to the doctor for anything other than a wellness check. And I have 3 kids, guys. So that's kind of unheard of. We're able to combat just about anything in our house because essential oils are able to permeate the cell membrane. So when you would go to the doctor and you're feeling the effects of the seasonal threats that are out there, what would they normally tell you to do when you go to the doctor? If it's not a bacterial infection, what would they normally tell you to do?
Oh,
Go
I know this.
rest. Huh?
This one is always one that was fun for us because we would be there really, really often with our oldest. And it was, oh, it's viral. You're just going to have to wait it out. But
Yeah.
now you have.
Go home and rest, drink some water, drink lots of fluids, and get lots of rest.
Your body will just take care of it.
Yes. The great thing about essential oils is they can permeate that cell membrane and they can get into the cell and work their magic. So even when we do come across an illness, we're able to fight it a lot faster. We get sick a lot less in our house than we ever did before. And even, like I said, even when we do, we're able to fight it off a lot faster than we could before. The other great thing, the final thing, is they're affordable. Essential oils are affordable. How many of you have a copay that you have to pay when you go to the doctor? Does anybody have a copay less than $20? So some people might argue that, you know, they have a copay of nothing. Well, just because your copay was nothing, you still have to put gas in your car to drive to the doctor's office. You still have to most likely take time off of work to take your child or yourself to the doctor's office. If you have essential oils in your own home, you don't have to have those expenses. They are pennies. Oils are pennies per drop. So when we have something like Steph was talking about with her oldest daughter with chronic ear pain, On Guard is an amazing, amazing tool for these seasonal threats, for getting into those cell membranes and just tackling all of it. And On Guard is pennies per drop. So it's kind of, you know, effective and affordable, go hand in hand, in my opinion. You can use On Guard for anything. It's the immune blend. On the other hand, you also have lavender, which we talked about in conjunction with peppermint and lemon. This blend is pennies per drop. I know that my husband has struggled with seasonal allergies for years, and my kids as well. And I didn't struggle as much until I moved to Northern Virginia, but since I've moved to Northern Virginia, it's a whole different ball game. The amount that I spend on each dose of lavender, lemon, and peppermint is hands down less than I would spend on an over-the-counter allergy medication. So in our family, because of the effectiveness, because of the safety, we spend less on medical cost overall. So not only is lavender an antihistamine, but it's also great for calming the skin. It's great for calming the mind. I like to think of lavender as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it's good for so many things. And Steph gets to talk about how she's going to take us into how to actually use our essential oils.
So there's 3 fantastic ways to use oils, and we get to start with my favorite way, which happens every day in this house, which is aromatic. You can change the mood of the room in 20 minutes with a diffuser. So I have one of the diffusers sitting here, and it is one that used to be in the kids' room, and now they got a fun, doTERRA came out with some cute little kids ones a couple years ago. So this one's just sitting on standby, but this one's called the pedal diffuser, and you just put in a little bit of water to the red line, and then you can fill up and make, you use water, it ionizes the water, and it just fills the room with and cleanses the air, supports your respiratory system, but you can create all kinds of different scents in your house. You can put in that allergy blend, which would be the lavender, lemon, and peppermint, what happens to smell really good. You can do that peppermint and wild orange and get your house cleaned or get yourself motivated in the morning to get up and go do your stuff. Or you can set this by your bed at night and put in things like lavender and frankincense or lavender and breathe to help you breathe and sleep really well throughout the night so you get a more restful sleep. It really does do so much for you. We happen to use this a lot to get schoolwork done because I homeschool, and that, we put in different focus blends or get things done blend, and that's in our different rooms there where school's happening, and it just really positively changes how things get done.
We use it a lot in our house for changing the dynamic of moods and uplifting those moods.
I will tell on my
long just a little better.
I will tell on my brother-in-law. I love this story, and I'm going to tell on my brother-in-law because I happen to love this one. When we first got started, he would come home from work, and Whitney would tell me the story that he would just be like so grumpy from coming home from work. And so she'd be like, okay, yeah, all right. And she'd just take the diffuser and put some water and some wild orange in it and just sit it right behind him. Like they had a couch with a table right behind it. And she just put the wild orange like right here. And it was a different diffuser, so it kind of blew on him, but it wasn't like a fan or anything. And within 20 minutes, he'd be like, hey, I just have all this stuff to tell you. And Mr. Chatterbox would come out, and Grump went away and Chatterbox came in, and everything was happy again because it completely changed him into a nice person again.
Happier person. I am queen of ninja oiling, and you'll hear all these hacks as we go through it tonight.
But we do a lot of like, oh, you're having a bad day? Let me go put some of this in and go take a nice deep breath. Topically, using oils is extremely beneficial, and it's very much like real estate. So if you've ever heard the term location, that's where you're going to use oils topically. We have a thing called fractionated coconut oil, which I did not bring in here with me today. Maybe Whitney's got it sitting near her. But you can dilute the oils so that we have some oils that can be a little bit hotter to the skin. They can make the skin feel a little bit warmer. So it comes and it stays liquid, and that helps you dilute the oil, but it does not dilute the efficacy of the oil. It keeps the oil, it actually makes it a little bit more absorbing into the skin to have more benefits. So say your back hurts, or your knees hurt, or your head hurts, or something like that, and you want to make sure you get into those locations like sore knees or sore back. You would take a little bit of oil, a couple drops of oil, and here's a good rule of thumb on if you're going to dilute, because I know there's a lot of different ways to dilute oil, and they give you'll learn this over the time. I do it kind of, if you've ever watched Rachel Ray, I do it a really simple way. If I'm trying to get like a tablespoon of oil, I make my hand a little bit more flat, and the center part of my hand is about a tablespoon, and I'll add about 2 drops, 2 to 3 drops if I'm putting it on me. For a kid, I add 1 to 2 drops, and that becomes what I slather them with. If I need a teaspoon of oil, I scrunch my hand up a little bit more, and the well of my hand is a little bit smaller, and I'll add 1 to 2 drops. And that's how I apply. It's very unscientific, but I'm going to tell you it works every time. And I have got a kid with really sensitive skin, so I have to use a lot of coconut oil on her, but that's not the only, you know, there's different, we only have fractionated coconut oil, but you can always use different things like grapeseed oil or jojoba, or, and you can even use olive oil if you like. It gets a little sticky on your hands, so you'd have to make sure it's a really high quality one. But topical is great. The only thing I want to caution you when you use essential oils is you do not put them in certain places. Your eyes, up your nose, in your ears, or any other sensitive location. Are we clear? We've had a few people that, yes, they had it on their fingers and then they'd maybe use the restroom and light themselves up a little. We don't want that to happen. And then finally, there's internal use, and that can somewhat be a little bit unnerving to people. But when you're using doTERRA oils, you'll see on the label that they have nutritional facts on them, supplemental facts. So something like wild orange will be able to take internally. Most oils on the market are not available for this use model. So that's one of the benefits of doTERRA, that you have the safety and the purity to do that. And you can do things like add it to your water. So in here, I have a little bit of pink pepper, pink pepper, peppermint, and ginger today with a little apple cider vinegar, ice, and water. It actually tastes really good. I know it sounds like a weird combination, but it tastes really good. But a lot of times I'll just put in a little wild orange or lemon, and that helps gently detox your body and boost your energy. Other things you can do, we have veggie caps, and those veggie caps are just small little empty vegetable-based capsules that you can fill with different oils that may not taste so good, but if you're trying to do some targeted support to your body, it allows you to, you know, say you want to do what's called, we call it a flume, where you're trying to fight those seasonal threats, and it's got certain oils, and you can put those oils in and make yourself a little pill, take that. Or like our mom, she does one that helps support her blood pressure, and she makes a pill with certain oils, and it helps to keep her blood pressure balanced and regulated so that she is not taking a pharmaceutical-based blood pressure medicine. So there's all kinds of ways you can do this, or you can simply do it under your tongue, which I've got frankincense here, and I'll show you how that looks, which you're gonna all enjoy watching me do this. But you just put it right under your tongue, and it's called sublingual, and it just goes right into your tongue, and within about 30 seconds, it's in your entire body, and it goes into your olfactory system and gets into your bloodstream, and you have that benefit to help your entire body systemically. It's a really potent usage model, and it's one that I use very often. So
the other thing to think about when you're doing topically is if something does feel spicy on your skin or hot on your skin, always go for an oil.
Yes.
So fractionated coconut oil, jojoba, grapeseed oil. Don't try to wash it off with water, because water is going to drive it in and make that even worse. So just a tip to keep in mind. Topical use is actually aromatic and topical use are probably the top uses that we use in our house.
So let's talk about lemon. This is a fantastic oil. And if you have your lemon, I know some of you may have a sample. I'm not sure. I can't see everybody that's on the call, but if you have lemon, you have your doTERRA lemon, take it out. Take a big smell. It smells like, it's just the smell of freshness. It is, like I said, it's a great cleanser for your body. It's also a great cleanser for your house. So you can make all natural cleansers with simple ingredients like white vinegar and water and maybe a little tea tree oil. There's just all kinds of things you can do, but it's, you know, and you can use this all three ways. That's what the ATI means: aromatic, topical, and internal. So this can be all three ways. Here's the hack for this one. It gets off all the gunk. This is like your natural goo gone. So if you have sticky stuff, or your kids decide to put crayon where it's not supposed to go, or they decide to do a painting project on your kitchen counter and they don't keep it on the counter or on the cardboard. That didn't happen at all today.
It also takes off Sharpie.
And Sharpie.
Just so you know. I have before and after pictures on one of those art projects.
Art. It helps with art projects. Next slide. We love art projects. Frankincense. It is the king of oils. It is probably one of my favorite oils. It has helped my son Andrew in big, big ways. It can be taken all three ways. It helps with calming anxious feelings. It helps with your skin. So if you want your skin to look and feel a lot more youthful, shall we say, you can apply this to all the little wrinkles and apply it into your moisturizer, and it'll help. And it helps your cells. There's a lot of studies on this, so I'm going to say this in a way that hopefully you can understand, because we have to talk in a very compliant way, but it helps your cells perform healthy and optimally. They don't go crazy and do silly things in your body that cause you dismay later. We'll leave it like that. But for us, frankincense was one that my son was born with a hemangioma over his eye, and it was a pretty good size one. And we applied frankincense and another oil called geranium, and we applied that over his eye because it was very close. And within 4 months, it was gone. It was amazing. It was almost freakish. Like his doctor just didn't even know what to say. Next oil.
This was my gateway oil, and this is a gateway oil for a lot of people. So my oldest, a couple of us were talking earlier today about my oldest. My oldest will be 13 in August. He was a micropreemie when he was born, and he has had digestive issues from day one. So we have been on numerous prescription medications for him. At one point, he was at the age of 5, he was on 2 adult strength doses of a prescription medication of 2 different types of prescription medications. My mom, Susie Davidson, who a lot of you will, if you don't know her, you will meet her. And she had my son for a week, and she was introduced to doTERRA. So she decided that she was going to not give him his medications and just rub some oil on his stomach. That went over real well with me because I was not a believer in oils at the time. And so my response was, great, you've really gone off your rocker this time, Mom. Now I have 2 weeks to get him back on track. And she goes, well, I've got news for you. He has never had less digestive issues than he has had in the last 24 hours. Because my mom and dad were getting ready to have to give my 5-year-old son at the time his weekly suppository, and they did not want to do it because it was not fun for anyone. So when he started having a better time with his digestive issues, I was like, okay, all right, what do I have to do? If it worked that quick for him, what do I have to do? Where do I get it? Because we had been fighting this battle for 5 years and we did not have an answer. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. The doctors couldn't even tell us what the side effects down the road were going to be. He had had every test that we could possibly have, tubes down the throat, tubes up, tubes everywhere, tubes down the nose. All of it had been done. We had seen so many specialists. Digestin changed our lives and gave us hope for the future for him. So fast forward about a year of using Digestin twice a day on his belly, he no longer had any of the issues that he was having because it gave his body what it needed to repair itself and to finally form the way it needed to. Fast forward to now, he's almost 13. And I would say every once in a while he'll come to us and say, you know, I feel a little burning right through here. Where's the Digestin? But he has not been on a single medication since he was 5 years old. And Digestin was the biggest change in our life. So if you have any digestive issues or any questions on those, reach out to me, because this one is great for not only upset stomach. I mean, it's like the Pepto-Bismol commercial. Upset stomach, diarrhea, all of them. It's a Pepto-Bismol commercial in one bottle.
Oh, and it also takes away cramps.
Yes. So it also is great for menstrual cramps. And also another hack for Digestin, if you put it right across the bridge of your nose, it helps relieve sinus pressure. And it is amazing for that.
It is.
The next one that I hold near and dear to my heart, because like I said earlier, I like to work out. It helps me and get into a better mental state. But along with those workouts comes sore muscles. So I rely on Deep Blue very often. This is one that you're going to use either aromatically or topically. I recommend it topically. And you're going to put it on those areas that are sore. Like Steph was talking about. Put it on the area that needs attention. But this is our soothing blend. And it is powerful. This is another one that really changes people's lives.
We actually diffused this last night. Andrew had a headache, so I put Deep Blue and lavender in his diffuser for bedtime, and it helped with his headache.
That's awesome. This one is one that Steph holds near and dear to her heart.
This is my, I love this one. Breathe. So I have had the sinus issues. I think I started having sinus issues when I was about 3 months old. I don't really know if that's true or not, but I don't remember a time when I didn't have sinus issues. And I've always just sinus surgery, ear tubes, the whole bit. I've always had them. And when I got my kit, I hadn't had a sample of this, but when I got my kit, this was in there. And I was like, oh, breathe. Let's see what this smells like. And I was like the girl from Saturday Night Live, just breathing it in, because as soon as I opened that bottle, my head opened up, my lungs opened up, and I started being able to actually smell things and breathe for like the first time in a long time. And at that time I lived in Savannah, Georgia, where, as Patty Bayless will tell you, it's like living in soup right now. It's so hot and humid that you just can't, it's just so, it's hard to breathe. And this one just opened up things for me in a way. So when I do exercise, which I'm getting better at, I actually have to apply this before I go and do my walks and go and do any of my exercise. And I use this before bed because for those who snore at night, which I might do occasionally.
This is another one that I ninja oil people with.
It helps a lot of people. It helps a lot of people who snore, and you just kind of rub it right here or put it right on your chest. And it does come in a breathe stick. I've been using a lot of the breathe stick because it's just been really hot and dry here. So I've just needed it. So breathe is fantastic. Wild Orange, I've mentioned this one a couple times. This is like happiness in a bottle. It is if lemon makes you feel clean and invigorated, wild orange makes you feel happy. It's like walking through an orange grove. And like I said, Whitney used it on Jay. She put it right behind his head. And next thing you know, he's happy. I can break this oil out in a lot of different places and people will go, what is that oil? It smells so good. But it also tastes good. So it's great near water. It's great to make like wild orange icing for different events, you know, if you're gonna make some cupcakes or something. But it blends well with a lot of other oils too. So peppermint and wild orange, breathe and wild orange. It just goes with so many things. And when you diffuse it, people are happier. And how many of you think that we need some happier people right now?
So Adaptive is an oil that is new to doTERRA. But personally, so Digestin changed my son's life and changed our household. But Adaptive is the second oil that has changed our lives in our house. So Adaptive actually comes as a system. You can buy the entire system. It comes with a capsule. There is a roller bottle that Steph is showing right now. And then there's the 15 ml bottle that you can use for diffusing. So Adaptive is our calming blend. It's great for feelings of stress, anxious feelings. For me personally, it helps with attention and focus. I have always been one that I honestly don't remember a time that I didn't have anxious feelings. I know that sounds a little crazy, but I don't remember a time when I didn't have that feeling of being nervous. And until I tried Adaptive, it took that feeling down and I felt like I could be who I was truly meant to be when I started using the Adaptive system. The biggest change that we've seen is also in that almost 13-year-old son that I was talking about. He actually has an IEP through school for his anxious feelings and a couple other issues that he has. And his special ed teacher told us that she has never seen such a drastic change in a child than she has in Alex. So he has changed so much in the last year since just starting Adaptive, because she goes, I know you aren't medicating. And I don't even see this big of a change in a child that is medicated. So I really need to know what you're talking about, what you're giving him. And I said, it is Adaptive. If you have anyone that is struggling, you know, especially right now, this has been a big one with what we've been going through for the last several months. This is a great oil to get into your home and diffuse and to roll on topically, and then also take the capsules internally. This is one of my absolute, I don't go a day without this one.
I don't either.
Copaiba is another one that is, in my opinion, goes hand in hand with frankincense and pairs amazing with deep blue. So it's great for soothing aches and pains. It's great for settling you down to get ready for sleep at night. But it's also great for just calming the entire nervous system. So it's great for helping with those, you know, issues that come along with focus. It pairs great with Adaptive, with calming those feelings. Copaiba, I feel like, is one of the most versatile oils. I like to pair it with just about everything, to be honest with you, topically. I think it makes everything better, in my opinion. The great thing about essential oils that you need to keep in mind, all of the oils, while you might be putting it on for one reason, they all have side benefits, not side effects, side benefits. So while you might be putting on frankincense or copaiba for one issue, then you start to notice something else is getting a little better. And the only thing you've changed is putting on that oil. And this actually happened for my husband as well. That poor man has been ninja oiled a lot, but he's a believer now.
And Citrus Bliss. This is a fan favorite from a lot of people, because if you know of the Dreamsicle popsicle that so many people have grown up with and love, this is what it smells like. That's what Citrus Bliss smells like. So it's very uplifting. It's part of our original mood management. We've got a whole emotional line of oils, and then we've got the adaptive system. And then this was the original part. We had a 4-part mood management with balance and serenity and Citrus Bliss and elevation. So this one, I call it, just happiness in a bottle. And when you diffuse this, it's sweet and it's citrusy and it's just cheerful. And a lot of people want to drink this. Now, I will say this right here. A lot of people on this call have drank this in their water, even though it's technically not for internal use due to the vanilla that's in here. So it's better to use this both aromatically and topically as a perfume to uplift your mood. And it works great with so many of the oils, and it's great by itself, but it pairs well with other oils too. So it's just beautiful. So we've come to the part of the class where we ask you guys some questions, where you unmute yourself and tell us some of your top health concerns. We will look them up and we'll help you, guide you through a few things that we can help you with essential oils and see how they can serve you in your home. Hi. So if you want to unmute yourself, or you just want to put them in the comments, we can address some of those. And would anybody like to go first? If you're okay, if nobody wants to like chime in, we can always pick the top 3 concerns. Sleep. Okay, so some sleep oils. Well, like we said, lavender and frankincense and then the adaptive system are all really good when you diffuse them next to your bed. Another one that I don't have nearby, but Whitney may have it with her, is Serenity. Is it sitting near you?
No.
Okay.
No, it's up next to the diffusers in bedrooms.
Okay, you talk about it, I'll go get the bottle.
So Serenity is an oil that it's very similar. It's got a lot of lavender. It's a calming blend. We use it often in the diffuser at night. Do you have it, Steph?
I have it. So Serenity is going to be like this, which is going to be in one of the big bottles. So I'm going to try and read what's in the bottle. The print is tiny. So you get in this bottle, it comes with lavender, cedarwood, oh my gosh, hoewood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, frankincense, and Hawaiian sandalwood. It's really a beautiful scent that's got the lavender, but it's got this twist to it with the Roman chamomile and the vanilla in there. That
smells amazing.
It does smell amazing. And
it's actually one of my daughter's favorite oils, and always has been.
It's Elizabeth's favorite oil.
Yeah, another blend, another combination that we like for sleep in our house is we diffuse Breathe and lavender.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a really good combination to diffuse at night.
Does that answer your question okay? Yeah, in this Serenity blend, you won't smell a whole lot of frankincense. It will smell Serenity. Yeah, Serenity is the name of it. Does anybody else have another one that they would like to, Patty's like Serenity and Black Spruce. Yes, Black Spruce is another really good combo that smells good. And Black Spruce is one of our newer oils. It's got a very Christmas tree smell to it, but it is very calming and it just smells, I love Black Spruce. I love Douglas Fir and I love Black Spruce. So those are really good. So one of the best ways to feel amazing with our products is to use our number one product, which is our Lifelong Vitality. And, oh, hold on, Patty's, your ears are buzzing quite a bit since you were returning home. Is it because we're talking about you or that your ears are actually hurting? You can, your ears are hurting? Unmute, just talk.
Yeah. I thought I had unmuted myself, but I didn't.
So I would do basil and lavender around.
Basil normally works for me, but I don't know, this time around it just doesn't seem to be working.
Do Immortelle.
Yeah, Immortelle.
Do Immortelle around the outside because it's got the helichrysum. Because helichrysum will help with that buzzing.
And do Copaiba.
Yeah.
Well, I've been taking that internally every day anyways.
Yeah.
But you think applying it topically would as well?
It would probably be good. Like do the Immortelle and the Copaiba around.
Yeah.
Because I know when I get the migraines and things like that, I will tend to have that weird buzzing in my ear with my migraines. And it may not be the same, but I know that that tends to be an issue where the Copaiba and the rose, but the Immortelle will have the helichrysum in there too.
Yeah, with the Immortelle, you're going to have the frankincense, sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm sure a lot of it is, you know, I was coming from, you know, Washington State where they had the cotton, something cottonwood or something, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, the flights and that's just been, you know, a few days ago, but yeah. Normally a couple days home, I don't have the continual buzzing, and I still do. So I just kind of wonder.
Yeah, try the Immortelle.
Yeah, try that. Anyone else? Okay, well, I'll go back to this. So our number one product is actually not an essential oil. Our number one product is our vitamins, and it's a three-part series, a three-part pack. Microplex VMC, which is the whole food multivitamin. It's got all your multivitamins and minerals in it. And it is really, it's not a huge pill. That's number one. It's not, for me, it's not a huge pill. I've taken some vitamins that I thought were just horse pills, and I was like, these are crazy. These are manageable size vitamins, okay? And then you have Alpha CRS, which is your antioxidant and cellular blend. This is really important if you are really not feeling like you've been down and everything creaks and cracks, or you just don't feel like you have all the energy you want to have. Alpha CRS will help you with that. And it's been amazing for us. And after I get through explaining all this, I'll tell you who got me on these. The Z Omega is all your omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. And they are a mixture of both fish and plant oils. And they combine to make, and they have some essential oils in there that help you keep, it's called the Tummy Tamer blend. So the beauty of those Z Omegas is you don't burp up fish oil, because who thinks that's disgusting? I do. I mean, I know the benefits of taking fish oil, but it's so gross that you burp up fish oil, and you just don't do that with these. And the other thing about our vitamins is that when you take them, your body actually absorbs them. They're very bioavailable. So you don't feel like you take them, you get a huge buzz, and then your body starts flushing them out rapidly. You will notice that your body keeps them in the system and you start feeling better. People who've been on them tell us all the time that they handle their stress better, they handle their aches and pains better, they have less brain fog, they just feel so much better. These were one of these products that I thought, yeah, I'm not trying these, whatever. I don't care. I've tried all the vitamins, and all vitamins are whatever. I mean, I just rolled my eyes at these. But they came in a pack that we had. Andrew was 1 month old. He's now 7, okay? So this is how long we've been on these. They came in a pack, and I brought them home, and I handed them to Russ, my husband, and I said, you're going to take these because I'm on a prenatal. Have at it, dude. And he was like, all right, whatever. So he's like, how do I take them? So the way you take them is you take 2 pills from each bottle twice a day with food. Easy enough. So he did it. He went through the whole thing, and I didn't order any more. I asked him along the way how he was feeling, and he was like, whatever. I feel fine. I feel the same. Like, yep, see, confirms all my belief that all vitamins are the same. And we get done, he gets done with that 30-day supply, and I don't order. 2 weeks go by, and he's like, where are my vitamins? I'm like, I didn't order you any more vitamins. You didn't say they were working. He's like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Now I feel terrible. I'm cracking and aching, and I'm stressed again, and those vitamins are really good. I think, can you order me some more? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And then he's like, and you need to be on them too. What? You do you, I'll do me. But when he talks like that, I had to kind of think about it because he doesn't say stuff like that very often. So, you know, I kind of thought about it. And so I ordered 2 of them and I tried them, and sure enough, he was right. And we've been on them ever since. But they do have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try them and you don't like them, you can send them back, even if you've taken the whole 30 days. But what I will say, she talked about ninja oiling people. These are kind of a ninja product. You'll take them for 30 days, then you won't be on them for a couple weeks, and you'll go, wait a minute, I didn't realize I was feeling so much better. So that's how it typically works.
Yep. So there's 3 ways. At this point, you've gotten a lot of knowledge on essential oils. Now you're probably wondering, how do I purchase these? There's 3 ways to purchase. So the first one is retail. It's the most expensive way, and I don't recommend this way. I don't let anybody buy retail. The only time you would do this would be if you were buying from a chiropractor's office or something along those lines. The way that the majority of people do it is a wholesale account. So think of this as like a Costco membership. So you're going to buy at you're going to get all the products at a 25% below retail value. The third way is the way that Steph and I buy our products, and actually the majority of our team and the people that we share with do it the third way, which is wholesale plus points for products. So this is buying that Costco, is having that, membership, kind of like the Costco membership, and getting it 25% below retail pricing, but also having the ability to use our loyalty rewards program to earn product credits back to get free products. This program is one of my favorite programs, and it's actually one of my favorite products that doTERRA has, because I am able to earn so many free products back each month that it's amazing. Kind of what you can expect from us. I think I can speak for Steph and I both. When you sign up with a wholesale membership, you'll get a welcome packet. You get personal consultation. So we set up with you what we call a wellness consult, so we can work through your personal goals and come up with a plan for you that's individualized to you. You'll also have access to our VIP education groups. We have a couple of different great, wonderful groups on Facebook where we do a lot of education. We have a full 8-week education series that Steph and I are, that we've put together along with a lot of other leaders on our team going on right now. In our group, we do a lot of community support and giveaways. We love giving away stuff, guys. It's fun. We like to have fun. We like to give stuff away.
Best part.
That kind of goes along with the ongoing support. We have something special with our team where we all work together to support one another. And that's not something you always get. So what we ask from you is for you to text whoever invited you to this call, text them what your health goals are and give them your phone number. If they already have it, fantastic. The goal for this is whoever invited you, they can set up a time with you to go through what we're going to talk about next, to go through some of that for you. Because we're going to go into the kits that doTERRA puts together for you. So these kits are designed to give you an even more of a discounted price on bundling oils together. So it's a bundle and save type of situation. So the first one's the Healthy Start Kit. It comes with our top 10 oils, which we've talked about a good portion of them tonight. It also comes with the Brevy diffuser, and this, with all of these kits, the membership, the wholesale membership cost is included in these prices. The second one is the Healthy Habits Kit. This one, guys, is going to include that lifelong vitality. And the Deep Blue Rub is, so I talked about Deep Blue earlier, but the Deep Blue Rub is amazing because it's more of a lotion. It puts an entire bottle of Deep Blue in a lotion form that you can put on those sore muscles. And it also comes with a few oils to go along with those. And Terrazyme, which is our digestive enzyme, and PB Assist, which are hands down amazing products. The next one that you have available is the Healthy Essentials Kit. This one is similar to the first kit we talked about, but this one is gonna come with all 15 ml bottles. So the first kit is gonna come with 5 mLs, so it's a smaller bottle. This kit comes with 15 ml bottles. So all of these bottles are gonna have 250 drops, right around 250 drops per bottle. And it comes with the pedal diffuser that Steph had. And this one also comes with the Adaptive, which I love so much and hold dear to my heart, Balance, and Copaiba, which those 3 oils for mood support they're a powerhouse together. I'll let Steph take over this one.
So this is a Healthy Home Kit. I love this kit because if you are trying to get your house ready for those seasonal threats and you just want to have better hand soap, you've got the hand soap, the doTERRA On Guard hand soap with the pumps ready to go. It comes with On Guard hand sanitizer. So if you've heard anything about doTERRA's On Guard and you want a whole bunch of the On Guard products, this one's gonna have that in there. Plus you'll have shampoo and conditioner that's much more natural and clean, a whole host of our oils. So many of the oils we talked about tonight, and the Brevy diffuser, and then the toothpaste. In my lifetime, I never thought I'd be telling people how much I love a certain toothpaste, but the On Guard toothpaste is phenomenal. It whitens, it's fluoride free, and it helps your teeth and your gums stay really healthy even when you're not flossing well. Not that I don't do that, but just asking for a friend, Then you have your Natural Solutions Kit. This is that overhaul of your medicine cabinet. If you want to completely overhaul it all and you're like, I'm starting fresh, we're being released into the world, I want to make sure everything's ready to go for me, and I want to have the shampoo and conditioner. Whitney has sold me on that Deep Blue rub. I really want the vitamins. I want the hand soap. I need some fractionated coconut oil. It's got mouthwash, the On Guard mouthwash, which it's not alcohol based. It's more pH balanced. So you don't get that. You get the zing of the On Guard, but you don't get zing of alcohol. So it's really fantastic. Then you get these two little products. I alluded to the Breathe Stick. You get a Breathe Stick, which is kind of like a Vicks Vapor Rub type thing. And then Correct-X for all those owies, those boo-boos, those chapped lips, actually. I use it more for chapped lips than I do for anything else. And then you get a ton of oils from all the oils we talked about tonight, and an added past tense oil, which is great for the head tension and actually any other tension that you have going on in your body. And then finally, if those kits were like, no, I want to customize my kit, but I don't want to, you know, I want to make it a little bit more my own. We have this way to, like a base kit called the Simple Solutions Kit. So you start with 4 great products: the Serenity, which is great for sleep; On Guard, great for immune support; and Lemon, which is great for just all kinds of stuff; and Deep Blue Rub. You can leave it right there, or you can start adding on different things, which is what a lot of people will do. And they'll add on, okay, I have, you know, added pain and discomfort. You can add on different things for that, or there's a whole kids collection. There's digestive support. You can add the adaptive collection to this and make this kit your own and really get the kit that serves your purposes, which is really what we want you to do. Have the solutions in your house that serve you, not us.
We want to empower you.
It's all about what you need.
And no matter what your price point is, we can help you figure out what is going to be best within your budget.
Yes, absolutely. But we can't forget about, we have free Immortelle. So we talked to Patty about doing the Immortelle. You can get this oil absolutely free this month when you enroll or place an order. So if you're new and you haven't gotten started, I would encourage you to get your membership and enroll with something 200 points, or that's what PV means, 200 points or higher, and get a free Immortelle. This oil is so good for so many things, from great skin to pain relief. We were helping Patty with pain around her ear and that, but it will take away fine wrinkles and lines. It will help with
reduce scarring.
What did you say, Whitney?
Help reduce scarring.
Scarring. It's got emotional benefits. I mean, there's just so much to this blend. It's got so many powerhouse. It smells really good, and it's just a great oil to have, and especially to get absolutely free for the whole month of June. And then, oh, let me go grab it. The Amave collection. Talk about it for just a second.
So this is actually a Father's Day special that they have going, that doTERRA has going on right now. It's a special blend that you can only get right now. This is not one that we carry on a regular basis. Designed for men. So there's a roller bottle, a bath bar, and a bag.
So the roller bottle looks like this. It's a really nice roller bottle. This is one of Russ's favorites. He uses this one as his after he shave. You know, it's not his aftershave, but it is his cologne, shall we say, every day. So you get this. You get the DOP kit, which is really a nice size. And even if you don't have like a guy to give this to, this would make a great first aid kit to have in your car. There's a lot of uses for this kit. It's just a really good size, but it's also got the bath bar. And so the bath bar is going to have a lot of moisturizing to it, but it's going to be scented with the Amave. I'm opening up his stuff. He knows he's got it, so don't worry. It's not like he, oh my God.
I know a lot of guys have used this as in place of a shave soap.
Yeah, they've used it.
The Mave bath bar, they've used it in place of like a shaving cream, or my husband uses, well, before he had his beard, he used a shave soap.
So it makes a nice little kit. It's a great little Father's Day kit, and it does really smell excellent. It's got a nice woodsy man scent to it. It's not like, you're not going to buy something for them that smells like flowers and running through a petal, you know. So if you, we have little keychains that we can fill up with samples if you want, if one, you want to get started with us, or two, you want to teach your friends some of this information. We are happy to make you up a fun little keychain that you can take with your stuff on the go. And we will help you host a class. So if that's something you want to do, add that into whatever your text to whoever invited you here, and we will help you get that set up.
So we know in doTERRA that there's 3 types of people. There's people that just want to live the wellness lifestyle, and those are our loyal, wonderful customers that we love dearly. There's those that love the product so much that they want to share it and get their products paid for. And then there's people like Steph and I who have built a business from their love of doTERRA, because we all started first with living the wellness lifestyle. And we've built a business in a way to earn an income and make an impact on others. So if you are one of those that would like to learn about sharing or how to do what Steph and I do, we invite you to stay a little while longer. We have a quick, short, little presentation. If you're not, please text whoever invited you to this so that we can follow up with you and help you reach your wellness goals. And we thank everyone for joining us tonight. We're going to be, hosting classes every Thursday at this time. So feel free to invite friends and host. We also, like Steph said, we'll host other classes at different times. But we're going to roll into that sharing portion on how to share and the joy of sharing oils. So when I started, I absolutely was not going to do this as a business. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had 2 young kids. This was not on my radar. But I fell in love with the product, and at that point, I couldn't not share what I was loving. So.
Yeah, and doTERRA is a fantastic company to partner with for so many reasons. I've been with some really great companies in my career. Some big names that a lot of you might recognize in the aviation world, but sometimes it's not companies that you would recognize. And doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world with the most trusted, most tested oils on the market that doctors use in hospitals. That's something big, because to put them in a physical hospital setting tells you about the purity of the oils. And then on top of that, they are obsessive about ethically and sustainably sourcing their oils. It's not something that is just a nice tagline. It is very much a way of life of working with farmers, building up farmers, and making sure people all over the planet are taken care of, who make the oils that we get to use. And I think that's a beautiful model of taking care of people no matter where you are on the planet. But because you make such a fantastic product, they care for you and you help care for the planet. We have 120 markets open worldwide, which is great because it's not just here in the United States, it's all over the world. And we have this fantastic compensation plan. We're not going to dive into the nitty gritty tonight, but just know that there's lots of ways to get paid in doTERRA. And with the 65% retention rate, that's customer loyalty right there. You're not going to find that in any other network marketing company, and really probably not in any other retail company. Even those places like Target and Walmart probably don't have 65% customer loyalty. We're privately owned, we're debt-free, and everything that you see with doTERRA, they own that. They own all their buildings. Nothing is, you don't have to worry about the economic crisis coming through and just wiping out the company. And it's an ownership team, not just one person. This is the kind of thing that you get to build when you build with doTERRA. You get to build with your friends, and this is the kind of meetings you get to go to. And this is probably one of the best parts of doTERRA, is that your team meeting, you don't take a picture where you all stand and smile precisely. You do crazy pictures and you have a good time, and let's see how much fun we can have. And that's what builds the team and makes everybody have a good time. And the more we get to do that, the more we get to get back together and have things like this, and not have like a big social distancing picture will even be even better when we get to do that. So we want to know what questions you guys might have. You know, how much do we make? How much money do we make? How much time is involved? And can this actually work with me and what I do? And what's the next step? Because those are real questions, and those are things that we need to answer for you to make you feel comfortable and trust us in this process. So that's what we're here to do.
So to answer one of those questions, how do I make money? First, you sample people. So most people on this call had been given samples at one point. Then you go and teach, just like Steph and I did. You teach classes, you enroll people, and then the biggest portion is you support your team. You support those people and love on them and help them learn how to really use their oils. This is kind of a breakdown of the income potential. We're not going to do a deep dive into it tonight. If you'd like to learn more about this, please reach out. But the income potential is definitely there with doTERRA.
So how much time did it really take to get this going? Well, if you want to get your oils paid for, 3 to 5 hours per week, where you are reaching out to people, sharing the oils, learning a little bit about the oils, and hosting, you know, joining classes like we have. Since we have an hour class every week, hour and a half class, that's going to take, you know, a little bit of your time. And then getting, you know, inviting, sampling, and getting people to attend a class like this or a class of your own. 3 to 5 hours per week that you dedicate. And, you know, if you break that down Monday through Friday, that could be about an hour a day, or you could, it just depends on how you break up your time. If you want to supplement your income, say you have a great job that you really like, but you'd like a little bit more income that maybe takes care of that vacation fund, or it takes care of the Christmas fund, or it pays a little bit more off of your kids' college, or it supplements your retirement income that maybe is not where you like it. That's going to be 5 to 15 hours per week. So break that down per week, how much, you know, an hour a day to a couple hours a day where you work to sample, follow up, and get people to classes using that model that we just showed of sample, teach, and enroll. And then if you want to replace your income, 15 to 30 hours per week. So that's more of like a full to part-time job. And that's where you really get in and work this to your benefit. And the sky's the limit, you guys. That's the beauty of this. You get to decide how far you want to go. So could this work for you? Well, are you passionate about oils? Do you really love the products that you're using? Are you really enjoying? Do you really love Adaptive? Has it really changed your life? If the answer is yes, then you've got a shot. Do you really love people? Now, I will tell you, this was a hard question for me. I'm going to be really honest. Do you really love people? Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. So you have to think, do I really want to help people? There might be a better question. Do you really want to help people? Do you want to make sure they're getting out of whatever situation they're in? When I changed that question from do you love people to do I want to help people get out of their situation, that's when I said, yes, this can work for me. And can you follow a system and get things done? Are you coachable? Are you willing to learn how to do something new? If you are, and you're willing to let us teach you and actually do it, then you can do this. There is an easy system to follow that we teach. We have Monday night business classes. We can show you how to do this, and we can show you how to get started. It takes, your engagement. You taking this one?
The next steps, if you've answered those questions and you're thinking, yes, this is something that I want to do, the next step would be to, if you already have your wholesale account, to upgrade to a wellness advocate from a wellness customer and set up your 100 PV product value, LRP. We can help you do that. If you don't have a wholesale account, then we'll help you choose your kit and set up your LRP. We'll plug you into, this goes back to what you can expect from us, even from the first presentation we gave. We'll plug you into all of the training. We'll plug you into the resources that you need and help set you up for success. And start making your list of people that you want to contact and sample, and people that you think that you can bring hope to by sharing doTERRA oils with them. The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it. And this statement is so true, guys. There is hope and there is a way, and we can help you along the way, along the entire path. We're here to help you and support you, and we thank you for joining us tonight. And reach out to us if you have any questions at all. I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook world.
Bye, Facebook. I hope you got a lot out of this.
And